My name is Marcus Descant. I'm the owner-operator of a little nursery near downtown Lafayette called Urban Naturalists. And I'm going to show you my rain catch and automated irrigation system. This tour starts with a galvanized roof and galvanized gutters, which is able to move thousands of gallons of water into some designated rain catch drops on all four corners of the house. Here's one right now. This one holds about 250 gallons. They're all connected as well, so it can move water from one tank to the next. And filters. We have lots of filtration points where leaves and cypress needles will get kicked out. There's also a filter in here. And then we also have a first flush diverter. So that is allowing the first bit of water to just flush out, and that moves a lot of the little particulate matter off of the roof. It sort of like cleans the roof and allows that to divert past the system. And then it fills up this tank, which I have painted because I don't want to grow algae. I have more tanks filled with water here. These are connected via flex pipe to each other and then to other tanks so that we can move water from one tank to the other. This is where some of that overflow first flush diversion goes, and it leaves a lot of sediment in this tank. And I'm going to try and do something with this water to not allow it to go to waste. More tanks. In total, I have just under 2,000 gallons of water storage, which will keep me going in really hot, dry weather for about 12 days. But in most of Louisiana weather, I just don't have to tap into the tap water. In this closet, we have some of the controls. Everything is Wi-Fi, so I can turn this pump on from anywhere. I can turn on these solenoids down here from anywhere. These can be programmed so that, for example, the pump is only plugged in on times when I know it should be watering. Otherwise, it would be a risk to have it plugged in. It may turn on and feed out too much moisture. This one is also to control fertilizer inputs and also tap water. If we're running too low on good rainwater, we'll go ahead and filter out the calcium and chlorine, and then we'll try to give a nice water quality from tap water, even though plants are not that crazy about it when compared to rainwater. This is a fertilizer injector, which will add fish emulsion or kelp or humic acid to also help in plant growth. And we can mix up like a compost tea here and brew what we want to spray on the next morning, the day before here, for a nice natural fertilizer method. And so this is how we use a few thousand gallons a month of rainwater to irrigate my nursery, which is lots of plants. Plants are also potted up in plastic that are reclaimed from the industry as well. And you see all these watering spigots. So, about 100 feet away we have these tunnels. This guy is watering. At the top I have different zones for different portions of these tunnels. So now we can water this with rainwater very easily from anywhere. So once all of the water is caught, we can use apps to go ahead and control it. Okay, so this one is for Hive, which is going to control the different zone timers. So I have one for the back, one for the front. Each one of these has 4 zones, and there's programs like if I just want rain, if I want to do a fertilizer and then flush the lines out, or if I need additional watering like afternoon as well. And then I also have one of these, source control, is dedicated to blending fertilizer and using tap if we do run out of rainwater. Another app I use is LinkTap. This one is connected directly toward the rainwater pump, and it can also count the gallons and add them up so that you can get an idea of how much you're saving. We haven't been using much rainwater because it's been raining so much, but once the rain quits, we'll start dumping out quite a bit. And you can even calculate based on your local Rainwater is very cheap, but it's really valuable. So we have different intervals set up to where this will open up only whenever there are programs for the rainwater to run. And then to control the power, I use Wise. You can use different smart plugs on here. And this one is a pump that has scheduling set to turn on the power for the pump only whenever we have programs that should be using rainwater. And then to control the power, I use Wise. You can use different smart plugs on here. And this one is a pump that has scheduling set to turn on the power for the pump only whenever we have programs that should be using rainwater.